Considering an individual voluntary arrangement or already have an IVA accepted, and now you're wondering what's going to happen at the end of the IVA. After 5 years, which is the typical duration of most IVAs, a final IVA review takes place. This review determines whether your IVA should be extended for another year or if you should remortgage to access home equity and make a lump sum payment to conclude the IVA. The outcome depends on your financial circumstances and whether you have missed any previous IVA payments. At the end of your IVA journey, once the final payment has been made and the IVA is officially completed, all of your creditors will be notified and any remaining unsecured debt will be written off. You'll also receive a certificate of completion, which may be useful when applying for future mortgages or loans. One concern many individuals have is how long an IVA remains on your credit file after completion. An IVA typically stays on your credit file for 6 years from the day it was accepted. Fortunately, it should be automatically removed after this period, so you don't need to contact credit reference agencies yourself. As time goes on and you continue managing your finances responsibly, your credit rating should gradually improve. Remember that the record of your IVA will remain on the insolvency register for 3 months after its completion. But what if you receive a windfall after your IVA? If you receive a windfall after your IVA, then there should be no restrictions and you should be able to keep all of it. Just don't try and manipulate things in your favour or hide the money until your IVA ends. This could land you in some serious legal trouble. But what if you receive a windfall during your IVA? In that case, you and your IP will have to refer to the terms of your IVA, where there will likely be a windfall clause. The clause will usually state that you have to hand over the money to your IP to be distributed to your creditors, with your IVA then continuing as before. Essentially, you'll lose the money and it will be absorbed into your debt. However, if your windfall is very significant, then you may be able to use it to pay off all your debt and end the IVA early, though this will likely be pretty expensive. At the opposite end of the spectrum, you may be allowed to keep the windfall if it's relatively small, perhaps under £500, particularly if there is an essential purchase you'd like to use it for, things like a new washing machine or a new cooker, for instance. Don't be tempted to try and hide the windfall from your IP. This could cause your IVA to fail and even lead to legal trouble. It's always best to disclose even a fairly small amount to your IP and seek their advice. It's important to understand the potential outcomes and be prepared for what lies ahead if you're considering or currently undergoing an IVA. By staying informed and working closely with your insolvency practitioner, you can navigate through the process successfully. If you're struggling with debt, then an IVA may be the right choice for you, but there are a number of other debt solutions available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.